Jude gave a brief but fiery expose of the heretics. Introduction to Jude. Watch out! Sounding an alarm. I felt I had to write and urge you to contend for defeat. Verse 3. If you sign up for a driver's training course, you'll begin with several hours of classroom lectures on the rules of the road. The instructor will drill you on the shapes and colors of warning signs, signs that announce danger on the highways. Driving seems all very academic until you slide behind the wheel. There, a missed stop sign won't just lower a test score, it could cost you your life. Your instructor, rather than calmly correcting you, will shout, "Look out!" Jude writes in the style of a teacher who is watching a freight train bear down on a student driver. Bells ring out, crossing gates go down, red lights flash. He admits this kind of letter isn't his preference. He intended a more high-minded treatise on salvation. Check on verse 3. But the church was facing mortal dangers, and so Jude dashed off a vehement warning. So who were the troublemakers? Jude doesn't elaborate on what the troublemakers we are teaching on verse 4. Perhaps he did not want to honor their ideas by discussing them. Their behavior, however, is fair game. He fires away at their hypocrisy, divisiveness, and loose morals. He calls them spies and urges believers to fight for the true faith. At his poetic best, he borrows vivid images from nature to describe these people. Check on verses 12 to 13. Short and vigorous, the book of Jude brings to mind a message from a fiery Old Testament prophet. Yet Jude holds out hope for his readers. Sincere believers can keep themselves in God's love, and some wavering souls can still be snatched from the fire. On verses 21 to 23. Even when battling heretics, Jude does not hint at persecuting the offenders. No burnings at the stake here. Jude closes with a familiar and joy-filled doxology, the one part of his letter still quoted widely in modern churches. How to read Jude. In tone, Jude reads a lot like James and 2 Peter. It is simple, hard-hitting, and stern. In fact, it seems to copy entire sections of 2 Peter. You can read through Jude in a few minutes to get the force of his argument. But to truly appreciate his letter, you should reflect on and look up his various Old Testament references. Jude supports his arguments with extensive illustrations from history, and even quotes from 2 Jewish books not accepted as part of the Bible, the Assumption of Moses. Check on verse 9 and Enoch in verse 14. All the citations support Jude's main thrust, which he summarizes eloquently in last few paragraphs. So a plan for reading Jude. So plan 1, read Jude in one day because it is just very short. So just one chapter long, Jude will take you only a few minutes, to read.